Hopefully they just play their game and remain calm and composed. Nothing to really worry about.
All right, that's the spirit. I like that. That's the Brax we like. Guys,
Yeah.
we got a war room. Game number 2. Let's see what's happening.
10 seconds remaining.
Dogs are banned again.
Well, well, well.
5 seconds
take it easy, Alan.
remaining.
But we do have some variation in the
again.
bans. Virtus Pro has
Oh, my
switched it up.
legs.
Last game they banned out the Ricky and the
Reserve
Bounty
time.
Hunter, and here they've banned out Wisp and Treant. So big change of pace, actually.
The Wisp was a big problem. Yeah,
No doubt about that.
that side. Yeah. Whoops.
Clockwork down there.
What's the black box?
The
Oh yeah,
black
what's the
box.
mystery hero?
The mystery hero is gonna be revealed any moment now. Could be Ricky.
Rubik.
Rubik, first
Radiant
pick.
team pick.
All right.
Oh, it's a Rubik.
Dare?
Dire
Centaur.
team pick.
That's strange. How do you first pick a Rubik, guys?
First pick Rubik.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
Mouse take the SF this time.
Radiant team ban.
So they've got the clockwork. We've got the switch up. Where the hell did I put this guy?
You got it?
And then
I don't know. He
Rubik
disappeared. There he is.
Centaur.
What do you guys think of this combo, the Clockwork Shadow Fiend? Shadow Fiend's weakness was that he was pretty vulnerable in the lane stage
10
early on, right?
seconds remaining.
But now we've seen these matchups against Queen of Pain where SF has like 30
5
CS to
seconds
Quap's 8.
remaining.
It just it looks so weird to see that this.
Reserve time.
It is
Yeah.
weird.
Draft will be right back, folks. Not to worry. Yeah, it is kind of strange, though, Brax. You're right. Like, the weakness of Shadow Fiend is supposed to be that he starts with low damage and he scales. You're rewarded for your mechanics. And in our current meta, it seems Shadow Fiend starts at the top of the castle.
Yeah, you know
It's
what?
not fair.
You should never go with mechanics over cheese. All right? Cheese should always come out first.
That's
So,
true.
That's how teams win.
Well, not last game, but yes,
yeah,
you're right.
it actually was how that team won
Okay,
with
well.
a massive amount of cheese.
A different cheese, but the
Indeed.
Clockwork Shadow Fiend cheese was
That
less
is
than
true.
successful.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean the Shadow Fiend though, you know, you come out of the lane and you're just like so high leveled and over farmed, and then you just, you know, with the new camps every minute, you just go to the jungle and you get super farmed and super over leveled. I mean, we saw no one pretty much at the top of the net worth the entire game. Even at the end of the game, he was top of the net worth. But
Though with this patch, I
Radiant
guess now
team
retreating to the
back.
jungle is not that what's the way to say it? With the extra creep spawning now, you have more of an opportunity cost farming in the jungle rather than the lane.
yeah, but you know, if you stack and you're efficient, the Shadow Fiend clears the jungle so fast that he
That's
can clear
true.
like 3 camps, they respawn, and then you
10
can have a support or
seconds
somebody
remaining.
sitting mid and soaking that experience and blah
Yeah.
blah blah. So
There's only a few mid heroes that can
5
actually farm
seconds remaining.
everything, right?
yeah.
Shadow Fiend's probably the best one by far.
Yeah, I guess.
Reserve
Whoa,
time.
Slacks has been replaced by a ghost.
Is that what we're gonna do?
I guess.
I died, guys! Help! Whoa!
Oh, there's the Ricky band, followed up by Alina.
Radiant team
They're
pick.
trying to secure the Shadow
I'm
Fiend's
sorry.
lane.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay, Slacks.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the 2 big lane dominators we've seen picked against Shadow Fiend to try to shut him down. Pretty ladies.
The pretty ladies.
That's his
Seconds
weakness.
remaining.
Quap, Lena, they're both very pretty ladies.
Yeah,
No,
Makes
I guess
5
Quap's technically kind of a
seconds
demon,
remaining.
but no.
true. I'll suck you by.
Yes.
It's a succubus.
Reserve time.
Well, female succubus is a succubi.
I thought
You
succubi
just
was
ma-
the plural.
Dire
Several
That's
succubi.
succubi, isn't it?
They go for the Sand King again, so they're not really straying too far away from what they did the last game. And, oh, I heard it. I heard it. The MNT Bounty Hunter.
There it is.
Here we go.
Okay, well,
Actually, pretty
tried and true.
nice. I like that pickup against the Sand King. It's something that you don't get to see that often because no one plays Bounty Hunter or
It's not
Sand
gonna- it's
King.
Courier
But hey,
Sniper.
get a
Courier
little
Sniper?
track.
I mean,
we don't want to do that. We'll put him in the room.
Mouse can make it work
10
with pretty much
seconds
anything,
remaining.
but that extra movement speed, Clockwork loves that. Easier to trap people in
5
cogs, get the
seconds
battery assault
remaining.
going. Shadow Fiend can chase him down. A lot of utility with track.
Dire
Lane
team
secure
pick.
as well, helps the Shadow Fiend in the mid lane even more so.
Absolutely.
DP goes now for the jug.
All right, check this out, guys. Ready?
What?
Clockwork off lane. Omni Knight picked up as the next support. Oh, okay.
No.
It would be a Warlock
All
as
right.
the next
Team
support here for
back.
Mouse. But close,
I
a
tried.
healer.
Sure.
Brother from another mother.
You know, I mean, it's just not as good of a pick as Omni Knight would have been, but I can understand that they want to lose.
They just don't get it.
They just don't get it.
Well, they needed some team fight control, right, Slacks?
Sure
They
did.
do, I guess. Sure.
Dire team
I
back.
mean, Warlock and Sand King kind of do the same thing. They're your big counter initiation team fight, right? Your team jumps on you and then they get hit with a little something something. So I like that.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Is that incorrect?
No.
No.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
What? Bite your tongue.
Yeah. 3 melee heroes. I think
5
Fatal
seconds
Bonds plays a
remaining.
role
Grab this
too,
hero.
but you know,
What
it's
you got?
just me.
Troll making it to the last ban.
Reserve
Wow.
time.
Wow, what you
I
got
think
there,
Mouse
Fog?
is probably going to ban it, but I think this is the pick for VP.
TA.
Looking like it.
Oh.
How come fogged? Just
Very good versus amazing versus Shadow Fiend. Gives them roast potential. VP loves to have they love to have like that one big hero that gives them that Roshan. We saw that at Kiev, you know, they're picking the Ursa like first 2 every game.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna get banned, but
I think Tia loses the Shadow Fiend now pretty
yeah,
badly.
with the that's true. That's actually a good point.
And there's no shrines to kind of help TA, and
So-
especially if Bounty Hunter just sits mid,
Mhm.
I don't think she can do anything at all. And she actually did get nerfed a little bit in the recent patch.
That is true. I don't know if I can really think of another big one that fits their.
It's a DK ban now from Mouse.
Fogged.
That's nice.
This could be your moment, buddy.
That's
you
okay. I
could
mean,
correctly have it.
it could be wrong. I was just
Hold
saying
it up,
this.
Fogged. Drum roll,
It's
please.
Mousesport's picking first. If they're not Mousesport's not picking this. This is for VP.
And here we go. Drum roll, please.
All right, nice safe lane life
Oh,
stealer.
Lash Stealer, where is
Here
he?
we go, buddy.
Got a couple of Infest Bomb carriers, Bounty
Trying to think.
Hunter and the Clockwork.
And
think what other heroes it could
here
be.
we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the championship
What are they
on
gonna take?
predictions in Dream League.
It's Invoker.
It's going to be...
Will
Hey,
it
it could actually
be?
still be Invoker. I mean, that
10
also loses the lane,
seconds
but
remaining.
it is a no one Invoker, and that's one of his better heroes.
And they've got a lot of
So
setup.
TA, OD, or Invoker, I think, are the big ones I see for
Ladies and
VP.
gentlemen.
Everything loses the lane.
Yeah, everything loses the lane. So
Will Fogged have his
Reserve
100th correct prediction here on the Dream League. Drum roll, please.
Wait, should I take-
And it's gonna be...
Why did he take Ember Spirit?
Almost Slacks. You're going to
yeah,
get
it
one of
actually
these
is
times.
noticeable.
Yeah, it could be
Ember.
a good Ember game. That's a good
Ember
thought, Owen.
Spirit.
That gets crushed though.
Oh,
Oh, it goes for the
Whoa.
They go for the
Storm.
storm instead.
Okay.
It's okay.
We're all wrong.
It's all right.
Suck.
Noticeable.
All right.
Typically wrong.
Okay, so last
Okay,
pick, Storm.
whatever.
Yeah, what do you think, Brex? Faith in the Storm here?
Pretty good Storm game, but
Don't have much lockdown.
no, not at all. It's one of those scary last pick heroes, right?
Yeah.
And they just don't have a lot of disable. Storm comes out, and he's definitely one of these heroes that can take over the game. So I like it a lot.
All right,
Looks
so is that a VP vote? Is that our prediction?
No, Mouse.
Mouse? All
Yeah.
right, Brex in the Mouse camp. Slacky, what do you got? Who you going for?
I was gonna say Mouse, but then he convinced me VP. And then he went back to Mouse, but I guess I'll go with VP. I stay convinced with the Storm pick.
It's a hard debate. I don't know, man. MNT Bounty Hunter, I think he might make it shine. He played well last game. He's got his tried and true pick this game. Let's see it. Will Mouse eviscerate Virtus Pro from the event? We find out now.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another game here at Dream League. I'm Eddie Slime here with Fogged, and we're ready to take you through the next and second game of this 2-game series between Virtus Pro and Mousesport.
Oh, you're echoing for me. It
I am a
sounds
bit, actually.
really
Is it
weird.
this? Hello. I don't know. That is
Oh my
weird.
god, that
Hello.
sounded crazy.
I think it's
Like,
better. Is that fixed?
I think so.
Sounds-
Maybe I'm echoing as well. I can hear myself a lot too. This sounds really crazy.
Oh, it's... Hey, production, you've left the mic on in production. Yeah, it's you. There we go.
I was wondering
it was
what was
production
going
that
on.
left it on back there. That's all right. We're good as we get ourselves into this next matchup. So, what are we reckoning? Are you? Is this going to be an amazing 2-0 for Mouse, or a VP a little more secure with that? Even though it doesn't feel, it wasn't the picks in game one, was it? It was just a bit of a tilt, a bit of a throw.
Yeah, it was a bit of a,
Yeah.
it was a bit. You know, the Shadow Fiend was super dominant. No one was having
Yeah.
a very good game all around. It was just, you know, that one little like cheeky play coming out from Mouse. You know, that relocate with the clinks, with the item decisions that they did was really nice. But this game around, I think they realized that there's very low disable, as we touched upon, and
Yeah.
also that no matter what they pick in the mid lane, it's already at a disadvantage because they're playing versus a full soul Shadow Fiend. So they just go for the Storm because of that,
Okay.
to go for the late game potential.
And we've have of course seen no one have some very nice performances on the Storm Spirit, and he's a very fun fellow to watch playing it. Shadow Fiend, as always, getting the cogs up.
I mean, we saw no one playing the Shadow. Oh, solo.
Oh,
They get the dust onto MNT. He breaks it right away.
Stun?
He breaks the
30
slow though. He
seconds
pops
to
the clarity so that he can move a little bit faster, so he's not invis from the dust slow.
Ah, that's
And
smart.
now he's gonna fade again. Bye bye. Oh, they break his clarity though, but he's still walking.
Have they got another detection, or is it only that one dust that's on cooldown?
10 seconds. They've got one more
They got a
sentry
sentry. They got a sentry.
though. Oh, he's trapped. Get back, he says. Oh, no.
Oh,
Are they going to
is
pop
he going
the
to pop the dust for it? He's not popping it.
Lil thinks that he got out through that one little spot, actually. He's expecting that he kind of walked north. Oh, they catch
Now they
vision
know
him
that
again.
he's still there. Is Lil coming back over?
I think he knows this time around. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Uh-oh.
What?
They do use
There's
it.
the dust.
The lift as well. I mean, he's still kind of tanky. Even needs the tango.
I mean, he's not going to die.
They don't have enough
straight
damage
away.
for this.
I think he can wait out until the second invis.
He's okay, and he's wasting a lot of time and uses both dust and a sentry ward. I believe he is very happy about that one. Okay.
All right. Hey, he's fine there. He's absolutely fine there.
Ouch. Top
All
lane.
right, so yeah, lane. So we have Thug going aggressive. Oh no, sorry,
Thug?
no, not on this.
Thug lifestealer, by the way, in case we didn't see that
So
right.
so yeah. so
Madara mid. Shadow
what's up
Fiend.
with the role swap? What's the plan there? Do you think? Why swap this? Because I mean, Thug, he plays Shadow Fiend, doesn't he? Thug SF's legit, isn't it?
I don't. Maybe not.
No.
Maybe he doesn't.
All right.
Maybe he doesn't like to play it as much. They just have more confidence in Madara playing it. Sentry ward comes out from no one here. He sees MNT, gets eaten right away, and no one is eating a lot of right clicks from the Shadow Fiend.
Madara SF. Yeah, interesting why they swapped that round.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Pasha
Okay.
top lane. He's level 2 already. He's got his wind lays picked up too. And a TP scroll. Very important to have that TP in the offlaners when you're playing versus this no stun kind of lineup. You can always kind of just get out. Mid lane against Storm, eating some heavy harassment. They've got the 1, they've got the 2. No, he's not. He wouldn't die.
Yeah, Luna as well, just in case they were going to dive any deeper. Of course, MNT does have the sentry control in the middle lane. And we're going to have a short pause as MNT looks at his 2 cores and says, guys, what are you doing? Why is Thug on my safe lane lifestealer? And why is Madara in the middle? Is this some kind of joke? But so far, so good. Madara is having a final time. And indeed, no one being heavily bullied.
Oh, he misses the stack as well on his big camp. The Storm did at least.
That's a tilt.
Now MNT grabs a haste rune. He's going to claim some bounty runes. He's very low on mana though, so he'll probably just go back to base afterwards.
What are we seeing from our safe lanes at the moment? Not too much of a difference, both finding the farm. Looks like Synderen isn't being too much of a nuisance for Ramses at this moment.
Yeah, but he's getting great experience, and that's
Yeah,
what's,
I
that's
mean,
important.
he's still finding someone himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's hard to kill the Clockwork without like 3 heroes at this point right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, no one is feeling extremely bullied from this bounty hunter since
He's
he
done
doesn't
with
have a
that
sentry.
middle.
He's just done with it, yeah. He
Yeah.
just goes straight to jungle.
Wow.
And jungle early on is not nearly as good. You see that 18 gold for the little centaur? That's nothing. It has been reduced since the patch, of course. And they know he's there. We saw the pings coming out. They have a ward on him too, so only 55 gold for the centaur. And MNT is going to come and just harass him down.
XP.
And yeah, this is going to be...
He could even snipe the creeps if he wants.
I might even be able to snipe him. After the
No.
creeps dies, he might be able to
he's-
get his level 2. Bottom
Yeah.
lane, they go get the pressure, the tri-lane rotation. Synderen,
Can he make it out
he's got
inside?
boots and windlays though.
He's good.
And he's good.
gone. The Crybaby's out. Synderen will survive. And look, he's going for it.
He's going for the solo kill. He's only level
I
1.
think he's going to get it, isn't he? One more touch.
He's got the fairy fire.
Dive for it. Dive for it, son. Never give up. Never give in. Oh, he should have give up.
He's dead.
All right.
And that's first blood. And now no one's kind
He's like, all right.
of back. That's
Yeah.
his bottle.
Oh, he's giving him the smiley face. And there's the unhappy spam. This is nice, though. 2 teams of jolly friends.
Coming for round 2. Oh my god, look
I
at
love
that.
it.
Oh my god.
They're having a bit of fun here.
I mean, it's very bad though. You know, he's completely forced out of lane. The jungle, as I keep saying, is not very good in the early game anymore. And there's going to be a bounty hunter following him around the whole time. Madara is level 5 already, and it's a full free farm lane for a Shadow Fiend.
I do, yeah.
That's brutal.
32 CS at 4 minutes in. He's not missed the creep.
I don't believe that no one is a very happy man right now.
I want to see the round 2 come in. It is. MNT wasn't lying.
Oh, of course
He
not.
was not lying. MNT is straight there. Here's round 2. He's
Oh, God.
round
App is
2.
bullying him, though. I mean, he had to go back to base anyway at this point, but yeah, he's being a real nuisance. And yeah, this Shadow Fiend is going to be extremely farmed in this game, and this Storm is going to be quite underfarmed. Let's see how the other lane's doing. We have Pasha. He still has 0 CS on Centaur. Can't really walk up at the risk of getting open wounded, and he has to just TP out if he does get open wounded, so problematic indeed. And now he actually does return to the mid lane now. He has boots.
Yep.
He knows the Sentry Ward should be expiring soon from the enemy team. He doesn't really need that one so much anymore. The boots in the bottle should be enough for him to do okay if the Bounty Hunter rotates. But Shadow Fiend is already 2-level advantage on him, so he can just throw 2 raises on him, and yeah, you gotta go.
And he's back round as well,
And
just in case no one gets too close.
This is a problem, for certain.
But we have seen no one make recoveries before.
Yeah. He throws the scan out on top of himself right away to see if the bounty is coming in. He sees the bounty actually fade right next to him, and the scan actually sees him too. So, experience being sapped.
Yeah,
No one's gonna
actually
shrine
fine.
up though.
Yeah, he's got the...
How's Shadow Fiend doing though? Level 7 to the level 4 Storm Spirit.
Radiant's middle
But you gotta
tower
remember, we
is
did
under
see a
attack.
very farmed Shadow Fiend lose game 1.
We did.
So, it's not necessarily the end of the world, but it's definitely not great.
Definitely not when he has 3 levels on the enemy mid laner. Top lane, Pasha steals the bounty rune and just TP's out.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Okay,
attack.
down bottom. So let's grab it.
2,500 gold lead already going in the way of Mousesports, and the experience I would say is also probably about that, if not more.
Yeah, it's got to be a bit of a lead.
Yep.
Yep.
It's about the same, 2,000 experience going in the way of them as well. Not only because of the clockwork, but yeah, of course, because of that mid lane discrepancy coming up from the Storm to Shadow Fiend. Level
Madara's
8.
about to take a tower. Unless they can get the denied, they can't. Madara will take the last hit.
Middle tower has fallen.
Yep.
More and more money into the bank of the SF. He is loving it in
Yeah.
this middle lane.
Yeah, and the Lifestealer is almost like full free farming as well, while the clockwork is pressuring a bit. You know, he is disrupting the Juggernaut's farm a tiny bit, and not allowing them just to get those stacks going.
What, level 5, nearly the level 6.
Mm-hmm.
And Sin can start to look to make those plays. Maybe an enable kill potential for the SF.
Look
Catching
at
the
this.
Ooh.
Madara is aggressively jungling in their side and giving MNT this mid lane now.
True efficiency.
Mm-hmm. No one makes his way toward top. He's got the Soul Ring finished up. He's using another shrine. Bottom lane.
Sin, can he get out of this? He's got the speed to do so this time. Pops the cogs, but the Omni's there. Ramsey's not to mess about. And will grab himself the kill. Syndra unable to play his way out of that as the clock. And second kill so far.
Bottom tower
A
is under
VP.
attack.
So, no, the farm is going the way of Mousespots. They're not really able to find anything aggressive themselves, but it doesn't seem like it matters because you look at the mid laner, you look at the safe laner, they're both just very much ahead in comparison to that of VPs.
Oh, yeah. Like we said, though, this is quite a good Storm game if he's able to get online. There is little to no lockdown for him. It's a Clockwork Hook and a Warlock Golem are the only stuns, so maybe we'll see some itemization to kind of make up for that one.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Thug also went for the Midas too, so since he's having a great safe lane, no pressure coming up from the Centaur at all. He's allowed to do that.
You know, I mean, when can VP start to put some pressure on to...
I mean, they can
Massive.
they definitely can go for plays. Like if
Yeah,
if Mao's
okay.
overcommits and plays too aggressive, they have a good amount of disable themselves. The Rubik Glyph, the Sanking Stun, and this could be where it might actually happen if Madara plays a little bit too over-aggressive down here.
But look at this as well. I feel like there's literally just been so much time that they have had Madara in the jungle, and MNT is getting a lot of XP in the mid lane. As you said, he's been there, but he's just been unable to stay there. They've not pushed him out. No one's come across. So he is going to get a very good timing on that level 6 if they keep him there for a bit longer.
Yeah, that is a good point.
And a very good game to get the track up this game.
Yeah. VP though, on the road to recovery, you know, no one after being super bullied. His net worth isn't that awful. You know, he's 3,000 net worth.
Yeah, that's true.
It is 1,700, of course, behind the mid laner, but the fact that he hasn't died, and he's got Soul Ring, he's on his way toward those arcane boots. It's something.
And it is hard to catch him. It is. The lockdown is not necessarily there from Mousesports.
Yeah, I think maybe we'll see just Madara make his way to all 3 lanes and just take the towers, because now it's still a bit hard for VP to defend towers. They don't really have great team fight in comparison to Mouse's lineup. So if Mouse just can group up as a unit with this advantage that they do have, they can actually just take towers very easily.
And there's not much at all, yeah, that the VP can do to stop it at this stage.
Yeah, they have like Rubik Fade Bolt as their nuke, and that's as their D push, and that's about it.
Yeah.
How's Lil doing on his farm? He's level 4. Yeah, I saw him doing like a stack as well when he stacked like the medium camp and was clearing it. But he's got dust, so he's just ready prepared for the bounty hunter whenever they can find the opportunities here. How's Rubik doing? Rubik also level 4, so at least they're getting like okay levels on their. They're getting pretty good levels on their supports.
And it's a pretty good game for Solo, isn't it? Once he hits the 6, even though that it was a first pick Rubik, there's still nice spells for him to grab.
Yeah. I mean, they're okay.
Some good, I mean, decent ults as well.
Yeah, if you can get
try and grab
Requiem.
a chaotic offering. I mean, or Requiem, yeah.
Requiem or a Chaotic Offering are probably two of the best ones. Hookshot's okay. It can be good for getting the next type of catch, and then Track, of course, from the Bounty Hunter. Or even the Invis from the Bounty Hunter is pretty good.
Yeah.
Shuriken, not really the greatest because you have to be so close to kind of use it, but... And then Lifestealer spells. Rage is good, but you're never going to really steal anything else. And stealing Rage is also difficult when playing Rubik versus Lifestealer. Most Lifestealers, obviously, you open wounds and then Rage instantly, so they can't really steal. Or you Rage and then open wounds, sorry, so you can't steal the magic immunity.
So as we do have this slight pause here, hopefully we will be able to get the game back underway as soon as we can. But it's at the moment, it really does feel like, as you said, even though we saw the Storm have such a bad time, the fact that no one is recovering as well as he is, it means that by no means a VP totally out off the back of this laning stage. It's not the worst, but at the same time, Mouse they are going to be feeling happy.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty bad, but it's
pretty bad. Yeah.
It's at least he's the big thing is he didn't die. He didn't get like
Yes.
picked off in the jungle from the bounty hunter. He didn't get like his creep stolen too much. He just got harassed a bit, and his farm was slowed down. But on the road to recovery.
And we'll see how hard.
And here we go. We're getting back in the game.
Get ourselves back. We'll see how hard they do want to go in with those lane pushes. As you said, Madara already in position down bottom to get something done if he wishes to do so in the lane.
I mean he's tanky. He's got Ogre Club. He's level 9 already. I think that's the best play is to be able to push those towers in, and I think VP recognizes that, and they get the hell out of the bottom lane as soon as the Shadow Fiend gets there. So Madara now pressuring bottom lane as kind of expected.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There we have it. Into the tier 1 tower, mid lane, no one. Clearing the wave out. Doesn't have the Sand King with him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
No interest in holding on to this tier 1 on the bottom lane. They've just got to respect the power of Madara because of the farm that he's managed to build up. And he will claim this tier 1. I'll give him the money for the completed Dragon Lance.
Yeah, they have to just... they have to give it up. They have to just kind of get trades what they can. No one cutting the mid wave, getting as much farm as he possibly can. He doesn't want to farm jungle.
No. Not at this stage, at least. Yeah, especially in this patch, yeah. It's just so much more you get from being in the lane.
Smoke rotation coming out. Cinder in level 6. He's got the hook shot. Spartan only level 5, but as to be expected kind of from a Warlock. And yeah, no one is playing in... this is one of those things that you can do when when the game is this hard, like this early, you play in the enemy jungle because you don't want to be denying, you don't want to be taking the farm from your Juggernaut, you don't want to be playing too much in your safe lane because of those rotations coming out. So the safest place is actually the enemy jungle because they just don't expect it. Top lane now though, Pasha, you get the hook shot on him, he should be brought down here quite easily.
Yeah, they're nice rocket flare, they're set up for Sin, getting the vision, giving them the info. They'll look towards Solo as well, they won't kill him, but they'll bring him down low, and again, as soon as they take that tier 1 down bottom, Madara's moved up to the top lane, and Mouse, they're taking another tower. With,
Courier
no
snipe.
repercussions.
Oh, they have the speed burst though. Oh, he actually isn't able to one-shot the courier with level 2 Shadow Walk? That's a bit surprising.
It was very close, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very, very close. Usually that is enough damage to actually be able to bring it down with the level 2 Shadow Walk, but not this time around. No one actually cut the creep wave top a bit, so it did slow down their push a little bit, and he was able to get a bit more extra farm coming his way. But yeah, you can just tell. VP is, they're of course just trying to full recover because of how disastrous the laning phase did go. Bottom lane, Omni Slash coming out. Ramsey's got the spin as well, committing onto Cinderin. Cinderin should die here, but Ramsey is probably going to pay with his own life, not having... Oh, he does actually have a TP, and he's actually gone. He should be able to just get out of here. Wow,
yeah.
Okay.
Still not level 6 on the Warlock as well, so no sort of
he's out.
Chaotic offering to trap him back. As, he's got multiple ways to play his way out there. Still has a Blade Fury. Oh, he does actually have the level 6 now. He's just skilled the Golem. So they have got the rock. They will drop it. Goes for the Infest
Stampede,
damage,
though.
but it's not enough. Yeah, the Stampede's there, and Ramses
All
back
right.
out to safety.
Nice.
Golem used, and of course with the 2 already down there, there's not really a lot that they can do with it.
And space, no one gets the mid tower too. So small gains are big gains right now for VP. That was very nice. I thought that he actually might get brought down. I thought maybe it was like
Yeah.
the Shadow Fiend porting in and they were just kind of giving the right clicks, but no, it was the Lifestealer plus Warlock.
Yeah, maybe just expecting to see that Infest damage do a little bit more than it did. There's not enough burst with the Golem to burst him, even at low life. Madara this game, Dragon Lance, and straight into the BKB. Is that? I guess, yeah. Looking at VP's lineup, an early BKB is pretty necessary against the amount of stuns and control that they've got.
They want to keep the pressure on too.
Yeah,
So
keep
that's
these pushes going. Oh, Mouse.
Dire's
Making
middle
sure that they've got the
tower
good
is
deep
under
vision
attack.
here over VP's jungle. Mid lane. MNT, eyes on no one.
Do it with flair.
Synderen will be going straight for the 4-star this game. Bottom lane,
Dire's top tower
Ramses.
is under attack.
Should be fine. They do have a hook shot.
Oh, Spartan snipes the ward though, the healing ward. 75 gold. But yeah, pressuring that tier 2 is a bit hard, but they can, you know, be there just to slow down Ramses' farm, make him feel pressured. But now with Madara coming down there, they should be able to pressure that one a lot better. Everyone else on VP though, still same thing, recovery mode. Lil farming jungle, Storm farming as aggressively as he possibly can since they don't have a lot of lockdown for him. He's able to do so. Solo farming top, Pasha trying to get that blink dagger online, still quite a ways away.
Radiant structures are
They don't want to
fortified.
contest any of these fights.
Dire's top
But you know, they're slowly but surely. Look at the net worth graph. It's slowly
It
going
is
back
slowly
up toward
going
the
back
right.
VP's way. It is, but I mean, this tower will certainly help bring it back
Yeah.
down towards Mouse. So even though VP are keeping up and starting to turn around the farm, it's
mean-
still the pressure that Mouse are putting on that's superior.
No one is 700 gold from a Bloodstone,
Radiant's bottom
so that's a quite impressive recovery coming out from him.
Seeing as he went like jungle at what, minute 3 or something because
Yeah,
of
he's
the
like
mid
level
lane?
2. He was
Yeah.
literally level 2. Smoke now coming out. Mousesport's trying to keep the pressure on, as they should.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Let's see what they have here.
Stampede coming out, trying to save Solo.
Yeah,
Hook
they like
shot
to get
on the
stolen
mark.
track out, but straight in with the Infest bomb. Solo gets bursted down. Let's take one. And one zips up. They've got the shrine. They won't look to
Dire's
take down
top
anything more
tower
though.
is under
They
attack.
can't get themselves back in on that one. And this is, yeah, it's Mousesport just today playing very well against Versus Pro. That's a pretty massive BKB. 1k gold away.
There it goes.
Yep, they're just trying to get all the towers during this lead that they do have. And now Warlock Rock is back up,
Is under attack.
and they know VP can't fight until they have the Blink Dagger finished up on the Centaur. But they're going to have Centaur Blink finished up at the same time as the Storm gets Bloodstone, so that's
There.
when it's pretty much go time for VP.
Yeah, and if they find one good fight, then it certainly could be enough to really throw
Dire's
Mousesport off the
bottom
momentum that
tower
they've
is
had so
under
far.
Yeah, definitely.
Good, yeah, as you said, just the blink combos, racking up the Bloodstone
Dire's
charges
top tower has fallen.
will be huge. And as we said, if this Storm gets out of control, it's going to be hard for Mousesport, as they do lack the lockdown.
Yeah,
They need to
definitely.
control the Storm.
I love the way that they actually did play. Like they knew like how kind of screwed they were on the side of VP. They were just like, wow, we have to give up pretty much almost the entire map, and we just have to. It's full just recover. But they are kind of doing it, you know. It's only a 2,600 gold deficit with that kind of start. 15-minute Bloodstone for no one. Pasha's on his road to recovery too. He's got the blink finished now, so he's got pretty much like the main item that he needs. Look at his net worth in comparison to the other Synderen. Synderen's
Yeah.
only sitting at 3,400. Bounty Hunter, of course, a bit ahead. But yeah, I think VP should be pretty happy with the way that this actually is turning out for them. It's not like there's a Roshan coming out and they have to deal with some like super heavy pushes coming out. Now it's them feeling like a bit more comfortable. They've got the two big items that they need to take some fights. Next one is definitely the Sand King Blink Dagger, but that is quite a ways away.
Yeah, maybe with the other setup from the rest of the team, they can still get the Sand King involved without requiring them to have that blink at this stage.
Blink BKB now finished on Madara though, so he is a very tough target. Eyes on Solo. He's got the rage though, but it is an infested Clockwork. Looks he's trying to do some kind of bait here. They have the Stampede. He's cutting through the trees here.
They'll track him up though, and they will surround him by the looks of it. At the same time, in the middle lane, no one ends up getting the kill on Spartan. Nice to get himself away, a little low on the mana. There's going to be the wraparound here. MNT gets the track out. Bill
Should be fine.
will be there just in case the burrow strike was needed to save it.
That was space though. Space from Solo. You know, like we usually see him do. He tanks the gank. Ramsey's split pushing the side. They're even set up there with Pasha. They've got a blink as well for him. So if they are able to actually catch Thud, there's no mana for Omni Slash. Just kidding. He's fine.
Radiant's top tower is
And
under attack.
he has to be careful with Ramses.
He doesn't know that the hook shot's actually on cooldown.
They
He could
do have
spin
a
TP.
they've got a
Oh,
chaotic
he's dead,
offering
actually,
though.
never mind.
Yep. As he's out of the mana. They don't even need to drop the rock if they just wait it out. The stun does come in and they'll save the rock for the 3-man Fatal Bonds into the chaotic offering.
He's under attack.
He's still speedy though.
He's running away.
And yes, Sin's not going to trap him. He just walks out of it.
All right,
Oh,
that was something.
Yeah. He shouldn't have got away from that there.
I mean, they
Ramses.
don't really have great ways to kind of catch him though. Like
I
we did
guess.
say, like the catch coming up from Mouse is pretty weak, but during that they do actually kill no one. So the Shadow Fiend and MNT actually lived with a sliver of HP, so it looked like no one was trying to go for a kill onto him. But yeah, good rotations coming out from VP to protect Ramses going when they split push, and yeah, it was the Warlock Golem expended for naught. It's just a weird game.
Well, they might be able to... I mean, can they even push down this bottom lane? No, so it's already gone, is it? Yes, so they can't do anything there. We'll go with this out. So yeah, 30th game on Storm Spirit. Only a 70% win rate. Oh, we have it. Pretty impressive stats indeed.
Yeah, everyone's still just, you know, farming up. This is not a fighting game. Last game, we saw fighting non-stop, but this one, it's just because of how much of a deficit that they were at after the laning phase. They're just trying to do what they can to recover. Lil getting grabbed. He's got the dust, though, and with no one's rotation, this should be an easy grab up onto MNT. There we go, the dust, and Bloodstone charge acquired.
Shuriken, along with the nearly killing the Sand King, but he did have the stick charges.
Yeah.
Spartan's looking for him. Oh, he tries to get the Shadow Word off before he does. Will he get the chance? Oh, he does.
He does get it off.
He's going to get the kill, but it did cost him his life. As Lil will be ticked down.
Bloodstone, another Bloodstone charge, and during this, it's Pasha and
Yep.
Ramses both farming. Ramses heavily pressuring the mid lane with some spin action.
Yeah, Ramsey's getting a lot of split push pressure applied. Still, though, it is Adara, top of the net worth on his Shadow Fiend. Still keeping it up, keeping the pace high on top of the BKB. And looking for that butterfly.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But yeah, no one.
That should help.
For the Bloodstone. Looking for the Orchid. Once he gets that, it does get scary for Mousesport. Not for necessarily the big cores, but definitely the those on the sidelines. As we saw there, yeah, MNT or Spartan get caught out of position. It's very easy for no one to bring them down.
Yep. Once he gets the Orchid finished up, he can actually go for potential plays onto the Lifestealer if they do catch him pre-rage.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Top lane, Madara is very alone right now. They're actually setting up for him with Ramses coming in from the side here. They've got a lot of damage for him. BKB TP. The creeps are around though. If those creeps were not there, the Omni Slash would be probably more than enough to bring him down, but
Yeah.
having
Or
the
at
creep
least
wave.
very close. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been very close. But that's the first BKB usage, right? I believe. Yep, first BKB is completely defensive, and yeah, VP still definitely in this game.
Nice want to fight though. And smoke up.
They got the Golem ready. Syndrin
Oh,
finds Pasha.
yeah.
Oh.
There we go. Jumps out. Pasha gets the Stampede off in time. They'll drop the Golem onto him, but he continues to back up. Looks like it won't be enough though, as they do chase him down, take down the Centaur. The rest of VP already out of there.
He was very far away from anyone. Look where he got started on the fight, right?
Behind the tier 2, yeah.
Behind the tier 2 mid.
And the rest of his team were leaving the jungle.
That's usually Solo's position.
No, I don't know what they're going to do. Oh, well, okay, that's what they're going to do. Building the Orchid on the Lifestealer, getting that
Okay.
Bloodthorn as soon as they can.
I was hoping to
need
see
some
somebody,
sort of lockdown
yeah.
or catch.
I was thinking maybe the Clockwork was going to go for that like Bone 7 build. You know, we used to see like the phase into Orchid on him.
Okay.
But yeah, it is the Lifestealer who decides to do it. I was thinking maybe also like the Bounty Hunter might go for something like an Atos or something along those lines to try to recover, because they have literally no lockdown for the Storm Spirit. So I do like Thug's decision making to go for that. And he's very close to it. And it's going to be unexpected as well.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And there's what, at the moment on the Storm, what are we seeing from no one? Yeah, still working
almost
on
got
his own
the
Orchid, yeah.
He's almost got it though. He's trying to play very aggressive though, going for those kills.
Yep.
Pasha now with the rotation, trying to get some Bloodstone charge. They do get one, but Pasha's going to play with his
Yeah,
life.
they'll come in with the hook shot. Cinnamon brings Thug through. They take the Centaur down in return, and no one is pretty low on the mana. They'll go for the zip TP if they've got any sort of cancel they have. They can't stop him from getting out of there, and he will escape.
Tower is under attack.
Madara setting up with a solo Requiem, trying to get solo, but it actually does 0 damage.
Yeah,
And
infused
he just
raindrop
TPs
just
out.
blocks like the, I believe just like the one soul
The
of it.
one soul, yeah. Okay, well. Would have been swaggy if he stole it first and then TP'd, but definitely not wanting to risk it. Now, yeah, Lifestealer's got the Orchid, so they do have the potential to bring down the No One Storm Spirit. No One also almost has his Orchid finished up. So game is pretty much sitting at a 2,000 gold net worth lead for Mouse for the entire game. And now they look like they get a free pickoff onto MNT here. Oh, he actually got stole. He actually stole track. That's big.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
He got the
that's a
steal
big
before he
steal.
killed him.
Yeah, and he's almost, wow, Solo's actually very farmed this game too.
Yeah?
Just since they've been, you know, completely splitting up the map, not wanting to take straight team fights, he almost has a Blink Dagger finished up on the Rubik, so that instant disable, the instant Blink lift is going to be, can definitely be pretty relevant to kind of bring down the Shadow Fiend or the Lifestealer if they're able to find the opportunities. And also to get him in better position to go for the steals. So we definitely do have a game on our hands, Owen.
We do. This is, again, I mean, game one was pretty back and forth, looking pretty close. This one as well. And with this smoke, VP could look to make a big jump. They want to do something with these two items. They're just getting the
Sanking Blink.
Yeah, getting the Blink and getting the Orchid. They want to make something big happen with this. Actually, the Blink's not actually out yet onto the Sanking. They need to wait a bit of time
he's got
for
a heal.
SK to
He's
get
going
in.
up. Mouse ready to fight. They've got the infested bounty hunter.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
gonna scout everybody here.
Who's going to get the jump on who? He's
Breaks
heading
the
up
smoke.
there. TP's coming through, Lil is in, and they'll jump out. They're looking to try and bring down the Sand King, and with the silence, they'll do it. That's going to be Lil out, and in response, they come in, drag forward MNT, bring him down under the cover of the electric
They
vortex.
find Spartan in the back,
yeah,
though.
looking for the backliners. No one straight up with the Orchid, takes the Warlock. They've got the Omni Slash onto Madara, bringing him down to half health. He's trying to get himself out, now puts the BKB, goes for the Requiem, but the Blade Fury's out from Ramses. Thug and Synderen jumping back in towards the Juggernaut. Stolen Rage on Solo allows him to get away. The Orchid's out onto the Jug. Do they have the damage to pop him? He's still alive for the time being on the back of it. Synderen actually finds Pasha in the cogs, takes him down. Ramses with the Jukes, gets himself away from Thug, and now no one low on mana. Tried to get the slow onto Synderen. Stolen Battery Assault on Solo as he's trying to chase the clock, but Thug's there with the open wounds, slows down Thug, takes down the Lifestealer.
No one's trying to set up for this here. There's an Orchid though on Thug, but
he
with the
take
stun
it?
follow-up. Oh, that's a godlike Storm. This Storm jungled from level 2 and he's godlike, guys.
Nice Frog.
This,
He
like,
thought he nerfed it, didn't he?
Oh
Well,
my.
yeah, he says, right, people are losing their lanes, they're leaving it, they're shrining up, they're going jungle, they're shrining up, returning to lanes. We're not having any of that. We're gonna make the creep camps a little weaker. We'll put them every minute.
this is, now
But,
it's problematic for Mouse.
Yeah.
I mean, with this super little amount of disable for the Storm Spirit, he's level 18, so he's got the level 3 Ball Lightning as well. He's gonna be getting the Yules
He's
after
nearly got the Yules.
he saw the Orchid finished up, so now he's gonna have that way to remove it. This is definitely a problem now for Mouse. With the Blink Dagger on Sanking, they have the 3 different forms of initiation, or 4 different forms of initiation to get into the backlines with the Rubik Blink Dagger now done, Sanking Blink, Centaur Blink, Storm Spirit being so overfarmed and caught up now. Oh my goodness. VP with massive recovery.
They just got to control this storm. And once he has that Yules, I don't know how they're gonna do it. I really don't. But VP can mess up, as we saw in game 1.
Oh yeah.
So Mouse are definitely still happy with that.
I'd like to see VP actually grab a gem with their next potential purchase.
Okay. They drop a Golem onto Ramsey. Synderen hook shots the Golem. Jump
The
forward
epicenter though.
in response, yeah, epicenter to bring Madara down to half. He does pop the BKB. They've taken out Ramses. They'll turn towards Solo, bring down another. Mouse getting themselves 2 kills. And with that, actually setting up for a very nice opportunity to take down Roshan.
Yeah, Pasha looked like he had no interest in trying to go for the fight, while Lil looked like he wanted to fight, and no one had no interest in fighting either. He was just like, I'm split pushing bottom. I want my Yule Scepter before I fight. But now he's sending the courier with the Yules toward the Roshan pit. Is he gonna TP? I don't think he's gonna, yeah, he's definitely not gonna get there in time. And now he's resending the courier back for himself. Pasha now seems to be in a bit of trouble.
The Petrosol is gonna help them chase him down. Pasha, what's he got? He's got a blink, but yeah, that urn causing issues. I don't know, can he get himself out of this?
Oh, the sidestep. Rocket to cancel the blink again. Hook shot, he's dead.
They have got it. At the same time, though, no one.
They get the pick off on
picks
the big
up
target.
Life stealer, yeah.
Stupendous.
As an arcane room goes to play.
This game's crazy.
And look at this, straight away, they shrine up, and VP are going to look to try and catch out more members of Mouse.
Synderen, gonna be the culprit, I believe.
And he's there. No one just needs the angle. In he goes. Straight away with the Orchid, the follow through telekinesis, and Synderen forces himself away, trying to keep himself alive, but the jump forward's there from Lil with the burrow shot.
I mean, he's beyond godlike.
Is under attack.
Level 20 now on Storm. But they do have the Aegis. They do have the Aegis now on Madara, and he's got a butterfly finished up, so he is quite durable versus all this type of damage. But that's going to be a Bloodthorn finished up eventually on the Storm Spirit. Maybe not the next item. Maybe he wants a little bit more type of survivability. We'll see.
He'll
What he
probably
opts
go.
for.
I mean, do you think he would just pick up the bots next?
He could go for bots. I think Shiva's is
Yeah.
very good too. But I think yeah, he's got the bots queued up.
Okay. Yeah, allows him. I mean, we've seen no one. He's trying to be as efficient as he can, constantly split pushing, and then looking to join the fights.
Yeah, he's got 53 mana per second now though, so he can actually be involved in all those fights when he does have the boosted travel. So that's definitely the better purchase coming out. Again now, MNT with the infested lifestealer inside.
Who are they going to find?
Thug is spending a lot of time though doing this. You know, he's infested for the majority of these. He's not really farming creep waves or anything. So he's starting to. You look at his net worth. He's pretty much tied to
still
Chug.
on, yeah, he's still on par with
Yeah.
Ramses.
Ooh. Madara now got the Satanic queued up. He's still quite a distance away from it, and Ramsey's keeping up the
Dire's
split
middle
push.
tower is under attack.
I'll take your tribute.
And they need to. They cut. Yeah, they need to. They need to somehow
Radiant's
find
top
no one
tower is under attack.
on the back lines and take him down.
Dire's middle
It's
tower
so hard. I mean,
Such
they-
a hard target to kill. Even if he gets Orchided, he's got the Yule Scepter finished up. They have to like really chain lock him down, and then even then, it's
fallen.
He's
It's
got
very
so
difficult.
yeah, Stampede comes through. They've got ways of getting him out of there.
yeah.
Dire's
Pasha with Force Staff too to kind of push him away if he ever needs that if he's low on mana. But the Storm Spirit shouldn't be really low on mana unless he overcommits with his zips.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, because he's got not 2,000 mana with 50, 60 mana per second. Here we go. Rock coming out.
Yep, onto two. They jump out with the Infest. Ramses being forced back. There's Stampede straight away to allow VP to disengage. And they will do exactly that.
Madara has no TP right now, and they are spotting him. They are going to lose Lil, it seems like, but
Oh. To get away from the SF off the BKBs up, Ramses goes in with the Omni Slash. Of course, with that, dodges any effect of the Requiem.
he's dead again.
Can
He
they,
buys his Mithril Hammer.
they can kill him a second time.
Yeah.
They definitely can. In with the Stomp. And Shadow Fiend brought down. No one now beyond godlike.
And that's a big kill he picks up too. A little nice
Yeah.
little kill bounty going for him.
He'll certainly
Another
take that.
Bloodstone charge. He's up to 20.
How do they kill the Storm?
How do they indeed?
And that was like, yeah, rock committed and
Dire's
stuff
bottom tower
in the
is
middle
under
to
attack.
stop that push. So bit of a weakness now for Mousesports as VP really starting to fly back into this game, and no one. Has he got the damage? Oh, the Shadow Word. Is it going to be enough to save Synderen? It is not. Again, no one just gets himself in and can walk himself back out.
And look at this mana regen. Like, even though he zipped and used all of it, that's a lot of damage though coming out from the Death
got the Yules and the zip.
Orchid. Yule zip, and he's gone.
Yeah, too speedy as well with the boosted travel, can walk off the rest of the way. It's scary. It really is for Mouse.
Yeah, but you can see they still have a lot of damage coming out with the Armlet and
They
the
do,
Orchid. They have a
yes,
good
yeah.
amount of burst. And of course the Solar Crest. I was wondering actually, I was like, wait, why he took so much damage? But now he's got the Shivas queued up. So once he gets that one, it's going to make him a lot more resilient towards that type of burst potential. But yeah, his mana regen is absurd.
Yeah, VP now in a position themselves up on the top. Take this tier 2. Oh, they're actually going to go in with the Epi straight away. Jumping in. They have the Chain Stun on the Shadow Fiend, and he's out and down. 75 seconds, no Madara.
22 Bloodstone charges now, and they have taken the lead. 5,000 gold advantage now going in the favor of VP, and also a 10,000 experience lead.
Yeah, that's huge.
Oh
That
my
is-
god. And now they smoke up. They're keeping the action going. Seems like it was noticed,
look
but
at
oh my
no
god, he
one.
gets eyes on Spartan.
Straight across the base onto the Warlock. He shoves back towards the shrine. He will survive for now, but a buyback comes out from Madara.
I think they should be happy with that. They might even just should be able to just disengage. They're going to lose solo, but I think this is a full disengage coming out from BP, or at least it should be.
Look at some tracks out. No one being eyed up by MNT, but yeah, you're right. Just backing away. They're happy with that buyback coming out. And you just want to make sure that Mouse don't find anything too brilliant with that buyback from the Shadow Fiend. So it's going to start to set him back, and as we're seeing our overall net worth starting to go back the way of VP very much, and individual net worth affected as well. No one.
They're in the trees here, dude. They are ready for Madara.
Oh, he
He
gets
gets
the
the
quick
BKB off, though.
BKB. Does get the quick BKB. There's always going to be a chance there with the cast animation. With the Centaur not coming in immediately.
Every BKB he's used, though, has been absolutely defensively. They're just making him use it. It's down to 5 seconds now.
He's either BKB'd and died or BKB'd and run away.
Yeah. No one farming up bottom. There's actually a regen rune bottom, too, for him if he's able to spot that one out. So that'll be pretty big for the next upcoming fights. And Shiva's Guard is on the menu. It's very soon as well, coming out.
Stupendous.
60 mana per second now for the Storm Spirit versus very little, well, actually no lockdown pretty much on the side of Mouse.
Yeah, as you said, there's definitely a lot of things to look back and watch on No One's performance this game. How to recover, how to win as a mid laner without being in the middle lane. It really is.
How to avoid fights by VP.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if as we've seen this time. I feel like as well we've seen it more this patch already. Like it just frequently in games this occurs. 2 people are sent mid. The mid lane is being bullied. Just screw it. I'll go to the jungle. Now we have it. Shiva's Guard, as you say, complete. Ooh, solo. Quick blink, and they don't have the vision. On the side of Mousesport, they've got no ward out. They will still land the hook shot, but he gets forced down and stolen hook shot. Solo blinks away, and he's very happy with that turning of events.
And he's out. Pasha.
Wow, survives and steals the hook.
Top lane, no one. Showing how aggressive he can be now with that freshly picked up Shiva's Guard. Bots is toward bottom. He's going to just keep pushing out the lanes before they try to take a good opportune fight. Probably the next Roche, which is spawning in about... Can start spawning in about 20 seconds, but it's got 4 minutes, of course. That it potentially can spawn. And now, yeah, he's got the Bloodthorn queued up. So the Butterfly, of course, from the Shadow Fiend, and also I believe Lifestealer has the evasion talent soon. He's almost level 20, so that'll be a very good versus that. And of course the Solar Crest from the Bounty Hunter. But yeah, look at no one. He just pushes bottom lane, takes the enemy jungle.
He can go where he
mid.
wants.
Yeah, he doesn't. Like, he does not care. 90 mana per second.
No, there's no way that they can catch. They don't even have any sort of chain stun. I mean, what
That was a bottle.
hook shot into a chaotic offering. That's about it.
Yeah, well, 65 mana per second. Sorry. Apologies. He was bottling during that. I thought I saw 90. I was like, wait, 90 already?
I'll take that as tribute.
But yeah, they very little. And now he's got this 10% spell amplification too. So level 25, the first level 25 in the game from the Jungle Storm Spirit.
Bottom lane.
Bottom lane, he gets out.
More evasion coming out of the board as well, with Ramses finishing off the Butterfly.
Yep. And they do not have MKBs coming out for a very long time on the side of Mouse, but they do have, of course, the Solar Crest, which you can apply to remove, give 25% True Strike, but it's a super minimal.
I mean, it definitely makes a difference, but it's a very slight difference, that item being used offensively, at least in terms of the True Strike, yeah.
Yeah,
armor reduction is still nice.
Yeah, the armor reduction is. It puts it from 35% evasion down to like, I don't know, like 28% evasion or 27% evasion. I'm not doing the exact
Yeah, I think
math.
you're right. I think it's like an 8-point-something%
Yeah, it's
increase, technically, yeah.
It's a quarter reduced, so 35, whatever,
Yeah.
a quarter of 35 is just like, 8 point whatever.
They definitely need something more. I mean, they can... I mean, what's the Bloodthorn looking like on the Lifestealer?
He finished the AC first, and now
Okay,
he's going to be going for an Abyssal Blade too, so he's not even going for the Bloodthorn.
Do you like that, or would you have liked him to go for the Bloodthorn over the Abyssal?
Oh, double force staves coming out. Oh, okay, that was
Let's get down.
interesting.
Because surely they need that True Strike. Well, no vision actually there in the middle of MNT.
They need the true strike, but they also need like just straight up lockdown as well.
Yeah.
So it's just like he needs both.
I guess that's the thing. They need both.
And having the Basher will at least be able to like, they can at least like try to lock down the Storm with it a bit, but the Storm is also just really tanky now anyway. Look at him, he doesn't even care. He's getting hit by Madara. He's just like, yeah, you know what, I can actually just go in on you. And then jump away as soon as I force reactions. Does he have the full Bloodthorn finished up?
I think he does.
He does.
Yeah,
That's when he
it's
can
on
actually
Lucario.
go for those kind of plays. If they have one stun onto Madara plus the Bloodthorn, they can bring him down. But he does have BKB and Satanic, so he is also quite tanky on the Shadow Fiend.
But he has to get that BKB off. You know.
Roshan
They're quick with the
spawns,
stuns.
and VP is in a great position to bring this stone down. And they do kill it quite quickly now with the Butterfly, this physical damage coming out from the Juggernaut plus the Bloodthorn usage.
Yeah,
He does
no-
get scouted. It's half HP.
Yeah,
He just, this
no
is,
way they can get it quick enough though, is there?
it should be too hard with the Shadow Fiend to get there. But this is Aegis and Cheese now, so
Maybe
this
Sin
is
can go
huge.
for a big play. Nah, he's not going to.
11,000 gold lead now going towards VP.
That big swing around. We saw Mouse have that good start at the beginning. But VP have just turned that round. No one is just absolutely unstoppable on this Storm Spirit.
Yeah, no one, but also Ramses. Like his
as well.
his split push, like that one bottom where he's created a lot of space. They use the golem for him. They don't kill him. He's always just be able to spin TP, and they don't really have. They have to have the clockwork set up to try to cancel it or the golem. But yeah, he's been doing a great job of also just straight up farming and avoiding these kind of fights. But yeah, no one is definitely going to probably be the MVP if they do be able to close this one out, because like, you know, he's obviously a mid lane Storm, but yeah, he jungled and he recovered it in an immeasurably good way. 13-1 on him with 22 Bloodstone charges.
Now look at him, just
Pure confidence.
up to the high ground, knows that there's nothing they can do to stop him, comes back in, says with the Bloodthorn, I could do a lot of damage to Madara, and look at that, straight down to half health with that Bloodthorn play. And Madara popped the Satanic trying to heal up, but there's no way he's going to get the hits in onto that Storm. You're not regenerating back off him, as he is not going to let you hit into you. There's the Bloodthorn. Did you go for the Bloodthorn before? But
He went for Bloodthorn over,
I like
yeah.
that. You absolutely need it if you want to have any chance of killing these cores. Bottom, there's the Chaotic Offering, gets struck down. Oh, it's the stolen Chaotic Offering, in fact. As VP ready to rock and roll, Madara falls down low. What's the BKB? Turns towards Solo. Solo keeping himself alive for the time being with the Ghost Scepter. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Ramses just focusing on the objectives, trying to get the melee racks. No one is low, but then, oh, the epicenter coming through from Lil. They're all just dropping. 4 dead. The double buyback comes out. The Bloodthorn's there onto Madara. Triple kill for Ramses. And the fortification, it will come through. Buyback is available for the SF. But at the least, Mouse will lose this middle racks. Ramses drops the Aegis, but he's just full on with the committal. It doesn't matter at all. They'll zip forward, get the Bloodthorn once again onto Madara. The jump forward with the Burrow Strikes there. It's a dieback on the
GG.
Shadow Fiend. GG is called.
That last game we said it has to feel bad to lose like that for VP. Winning like this for VP, though,
Feels pretty
has
good.
to feel pretty damn good. What a recovery by no one. That guy.
No one, the Storm Spirit, Storm Spirit in no one's hand just looks incredibly, it is incredibly good against the right lineup, and
Yeah.
this was the right lineup to play it against. Mousesport just didn't have anything to do anything about a Storm that has a good time. I mean, they felt maybe they had the answer. They were like, we'll just crush him in lane, but that at the moment in Dota, that's not an answer to having a draft that doesn't deal with a certain hero. You can't just beat them in lane and say, we're sorted. You've got to account for the fact that there is the chance that, you know, it's no one playing it. He's going to get to this point where he's miles ahead of you.
Yeah, I think the words of the day for this one, for this game at least, is lack of disable and recovery. It was just they avoided team fight.